Breakfast with KXVU.
Trickstar Radio.
All right, then we are inside in the office here at Trickstar Radio. This is going to be a very enjoyable session. We do have Higgo inside. How are you doing this afternoon, evening, morning? We haven't quite discovered when it is yet. How are you doing?
Don't know what time it is, but I'm still good.
Yeah, we can't tell down here. There's no natural light whatsoever. It's all, we have no idea.
No.
But we're going to carry on, and we're going to give everyone locked in some very kind of interesting information here. As I was saying before, I feel 2019 really was the sort of the year of garage's resurrection. It was sort of picking up towards the end of 2018, but 2019 it was the buzzword in UK underground dance music. And you are definitely one of the people that has been at the kind of frontage of that. Now, what I wanted to do today, as I mentioned before, is we're going to run through three of your kind of favourite tracks of last year. We just listened to an artist called Smasher, I believe, with a track entitled Rolling. Talk to me about this one. Why has this one made your top three?
This one was basically the soundtrack of my summer this year, to be honest. So I hadn't been driving for a while. I got my car, and obviously the weather's really nice, and this tune came out, and I was just driving around everywhere, just windows down, just blaring it out. Just absolute like summer chiller. Smasher goes way back, and definitely keeping up with the times.
There's definitely a sort of there's a nostalgic factor to garage.
100%, yeah. That's essentially what the tune's about as well. It's all that sort of old garage scene, just nostalgia vibes, basically, the whole tune.
Just having a good time.
Yeah, perfect for summer.
And I think, especially going into summer, do you think it's going to be as in garage this year? Do you think it will have as much of an impact this summer?
I think it'll be more, to be honest. Yeah, definitely. I mean, there's such a strong scene at the moment. There's so many strong producers behind it at the moment, all putting out great music. And I've heard a lot of the tunes that are going to be coming out this summer from people that I know. And
do you enjoy that sort of thing of being sent stuff a little bit early?
That's probably the majority of the reason why I do it. So it's just hearing all the music from people that I admire or that I listened to their music before I even started producing, and just getting to hear exclusive tunes and stuff is just even just a small part of why I love doing it.
Cool. So we're going to move next into the second tune on this listing. Now, we've already heard the tune from Smasher. Moving into something a little bit different here, actually one of my favourite producers, production duos out there. This one is from TC4. This is a track, I believe, is it entitled Quattro?
Quattro, yeah.
Talk to me a little bit about this one.
This tune just bangs, man. Literally, like the TC4, they're quite elusive, and like you don't really see a lot from them, but then when they suddenly turn up and they just drop an absolute heater, like they've dropped, I think it's like 3 EPs in the past maybe 6 months or something like that. And they've all just been like completely varied, but so cohesive, yeah.
And I can safely say, you know, in regards to like DJing, you know how people have their like get out of jail cards. Yeah. They always have their like 4 of mine are TC4.
This is one of mine. Yeah, fully.
They always have. Which one is it? Which TC? Do you have a TC4 tune in your?
What's it called? Baker Street.
Baker
Street always goes. Mate,
you can't go wrong.
Yeah, because you think it's a bit like a sort of cult classic. Like it's got quite a lot of hits online, and a lot of people know it. But then obviously you play it in a dance or whatever, and some people haven't heard it before, and it goes off
every time.
Literally, it slams.
They're almost like the kings of that sort kings and queens, obviously, of like putting of taking something that's sort of like classic, taking a classic sort of element or sound or theme and turning it into something that's going to make you groove like nobody's business. Yeah,
so many of those like grime instrumentals and things, they smash it, and they're going to have so much more this year, I think.
Yeah, I think so too. We're going to jump into this one now. This one is TC4 with Quattro. We are live from the office this afternoon, evening, morning. We're not quite sure with a man like Higgo. Keep it locked. We're live on Trickstar Radio. Amazing vibes as per from TC4 there. That one, Quattro, and I see what you mean, man. It's very much it's definitely one that kind of it catches. It's like every TC4, man.
Yeah,
they just catch you.
Yeah, you can just every time I play it out, it gets an amazing reaction. No matter how many people are there, what time it is in the morning, you know, it always goes off.
It's like you can guarantee something. It's like from a DJ's perspective, they're like perfect tunes to have as well.
Yeah.
Right, we're going to move into the third of this selection now. I believe this one is Conductor and Sammy Virgie, I believe. Mm-hmm. Two of the names who really are at the top of the tree when it comes to this sort of UKG resurrection movement. Obviously, now we've seen you've been involved in have you been involved with the sort of label side of things with Conductor?
Yes, so I originally involved with them when we did the Red Bull Roadblock event in, I think it was around March, April, springtime last year. And we've been plotting a few things for moving into the new year. I can't really say much more than that.
Yeah, that's all good though. Talk to me about this tune then. This one obviously is this is entitled Whip It. Now we did have this on playlist here at Trickstar. This was one that we were supporting heavily. Talk me through this tune. Why has this made your top 3 garage tunes of the year? I
mean, I don't think it really needs an explanation, to be honest. You just got to listen to it, to be fair. It's just the best parts of like Sammy's production and Conductor's production. It's I can't even describe how good it is.
You know what? It just works.
It's one of those ones like I played it at work to some people that are more into kind of D&B and other genres, and they started listening to it and they thought it was like the Hobbit theme tune or something like that. They're like, what is this? And then as soon as it drops, and then I heard them whistling it for the next 2 weeks. And I was just like,
it's an earworm, isn't it?
Yeah,
one that gets caught in your mind. We're going to jump into this one now. This one is Whip It, Conductor and Sammy Virgie. Higgo is in the building. We are live from the office right about now. We're not sure what time it is. We have no idea. There's no natural light down here. Keep it locked. Trickstar Radio. The app is out now, available via Google Play and the App Store. Back inside the building, this is Trickstar Radio. Myself, Kovu, in the hot seat today. I am joined by a man like Higgo. It's been an absolute pleasure talking to you so far, man. Thanks for taking the time out of your trip. This isn't your first time in Brighton, I don't believe.
It's not, no. I played here a couple of years ago, but it's good to be back.
It's good to be back. It's good to see you. It's good to actually meet you in person as well.
I know,
This is the beautiful thing about doing
so
radio,
long.
man. So what we're going to be talking about next is, very briefly, I want to get your sort of surveyor's opinion on this. In regards to UKG, I know we're focusing quite heavily on UKG here, but I do want to kind of get some summaries in the pot. As just like someone who is involved in the scene, who is someone that you've noticed that you think is going to have a very good year this year? Not necessarily one of the top names, but someone you think who is going to evolve this year.
There are so many, to be fair. I mean, it would feel bad just singling out one, but if I had to say, it'd probably be Kobe JT. I mean, he's been putting out solid productions for ages, and he's a good mate of mine. He lives nearby. I've heard a few of his upcoming tunes for this year. He's signed up with the Beastwang guys from Leicester, and they're doing an incredible job promoting his stuff. He's got some very nice visuals and branding behind him, and the tunes really back it up. Like, he's come on such a long way, and they sound sick. Yeah,
I can agree, man. I think Kobe JT as a producer, you know when someone's just like solid.
Yeah, you can just tell it's him, and I've never heard a bad tune.
Yeah, and there's nothing sort of half-hearted. Everything's like it's a banger every time. It's a banger, and it's consistency in dance music is difficult. You know what I mean? It is difficult, and to always sort of remain on trend whilst also doing something that is primarily you and also be consistent. It's a difficult triangle to sort of maintain.
Yeah.
But I think he is definitely someone that does that. I definitely back that sort of decision. But obviously we're not here to talk about everyone else for the entire show. We do have a man like Higgo in the building, so I want to talk about this brand new single, which is out today, the day we've recorded this in the office session. Obviously we're going out on the Thursday around 9 o'clock, so I think it's just coming up to about 9:30 if my calculations are correct on the Thursday on Thursday morning. We're going to be let's talk about this new single. Obviously it's been on playlists for the week for the week so far for us. Track entitled, I believe it's entitled Here Goes.
Here Goes.
Here Goes.
Yeah, Here Goes.
Is that what your vocal sample says?
Yeah, that's the thing I use as a producer tag. It is saying Here Goes, but it sounds like Higgo. So, and that's as deep as it goes. I was like, ooh.
I've like been walking around my sort of house, and I've just go, here go. I'll say it without meaning to. So talk to me about this single, man. Like, this is obviously something that we were talking about earlier. It's a little bit more mellow.
Yeah, it's something I've been sitting on for a while, to be fair. I can't even remember when I started it, but it's it's become my mainstay, my main tune to like start a set off with or whatever. It's got a nice build to it. I mean, it just started as any other tune that I was going with, and then I thought I would flesh out the producer tag that I had and using the whole sample, which works quite nicely. And it's sort of come more to me to be a representative thing of what I'm doing this year, and I'm starting to try and do things more independently as the tune's entirely self-released. Basically the entire kind of thing is done myself except for the artwork. Got to give a shout out to Don't Do Dull on Instagram, because he did the artwork and is sick. He also does some of Sammy's artwork, if you think it's familiar, but I didn't copy him.
I'm sure he did. But this is something I'm clocking as well. With a lot of the sort of garage stuff, there are very similar themes in a lot of the artwork stuff. It's all very kind of sort of like nostalgic. A lot of it's very kind of bright and colourful a lot of the time.
Yeah.
So it's I don't necessarily think it's ever a case of people copying each other. I think it's a case of just the themes are similar.
Yeah, I mean, as big as it's getting, it is still a very tight-knit scene, so you can't help but take inspiration inspiration from other people.
Yeah, of course.
But yeah, I mean, he's a sick artist, and I mean, yeah, it's good to take inspiration from other people.
Yeah, especially peer groups and obviously people that you are sort of in contact with as well. Like, it's a good way to be. But we're going to jump into this one next. This one obviously has been on playlist this week. This one is Higgo's by Higgo. It's Higgo by Higgo. That's how we're going to do it. Don't go anywhere. We're live on Trickstar Radio. What is the best social media app for people to get hold of you?
Instagram at Higgo UK.
Good stuff. Don't go anywhere. Trickstar Radio. Keep it locked.
Waking up Brighton.
Breakfast with KXVU.